Hi, all of y'all. Dadvice number 32. So, yes. Ever heard the saying, the best things come to people who wait? Well, it's funny because there's this commercial I remember seeing about ketchup, like where like the Heinz ketchup or something, like where the person had to wait for the ketchup to pour out, like the really good kind of ketchup and stuff. It was a commercial. I got it from there. Well, like the best things do come to people who wait. It's because I'll put this for the example, like the stuff I had for sale. I mean, like when I decided to make a purge on all things that I have that I just don't feel like I need. So I decided to just go ahead but a lot of times before this came into me, like waiting to sell something, or like the best things come to people who wait. Well, that's an instance of avoiding instant gratifications and effects and its effects. Like the effect of instant gratification is one of those things to watch out for in your life. I mean, because you don't want to harm yourself just so you can have instant gratification. You want to avoid that. I mean, you need to avoid that because later on you're gonna regret it. You're gonna hate your life because of it. Like in this case, like in the case of when I'm selling something, and then people aren't buying or people aren't looking, and then I lower the price and lower the price because I'm asking too much, or I just want to sell it like right now and stuff. And then I lower the price, and then I finally get somebody to buy. And then later on, what's bad about it is that it sticks in me for life. It sticks in me for a long time. Like feeling like I sold it for too little, and then it's gonna bother me. It's something that bothers me. It'll bother me for pretty much like the rest of my life, so to speak. That I sold it for too damn little, sold this or that for too little. So it's one of those important things not to do, like not to let instant gratification get you and harm you. So the best things come to people who wait, and that is in the form of waiting. You just gotta be patient. Patience is key. So you know what? Like when you place an ad to sell something that you don't need, you gotta keep the price where it's supposed to be. You gotta keep the price and just leave it there. Don't lower it every few days just because nobody's really looking. See, the thing is that you don't have the right group of people. You just hadn't come across the right group of people. You want to avoid it, and you want to avoid instant gratification, and just be patient. Patience is key right here. So you know what? In this case, I decided to be patient with some of these items for sale. And so I put these items for sale, and then I just decided that I have to be patient. And so apparently with some of these items it took 2 weeks, or like some items I sell right away. Some items I sell right away, but on other items that I had some items that took like 3 months. I've had a few items taking 3 months to sell, but I finally sold it. And then what's the unique thing that happens after that? I feel happy. I feel rewarded that I finally waited. I waited, and it paid off to wait, so to speak. It paid off. I say that was like the best reward I got. Like waiting to sell it, and then when I do actually sell it after several months, it stays in me of the happiness that I finally achieved the goal in selling something. And then it's not so much the money I want; it's just that I wanted to get a little money for things that I just don't need, and then because if at the end I decide I want to get rid of it, I just give it away at the end because I just can't sell it, and then later on I get mad, and then it bothers me throughout the rest of my life, so to speak, that I gave it away because later on I see people are buying those here and there, or I go to the store and I get reminded on how much I paid for the thing that I just gave away. Just because I didn't want to wait didn't want to wait to get rid of the thing out of my life. So, I mean, and then it bothers me. So in this case, I decided I'm not going to let that happen anymore, and I'm just going to be patient. I mean, patience is one of those things it's really important. So patience. So I decided to go ahead and start being patient with everything from now on. Apparently, a lot of these items took it. I've had some items that took a long time to finally sell. Some items took like three to 6 months to sell, even if it was asking only 10, 15 bucks. But the whole point of it is I want to get a little money. I want to achieve the goal of getting a little money for something that I just don't need, and at least get a little bit of that money back. I mean, and then that would be like a goal, and then it would make me happy, and then I would feel rewarded at the end. And speaking of which, cars. I mean, the car. I mean, like, have you noticed? What do you notice about this driveway? I mean, well, the Lexus is not here because Clarice is using the Lexus, and she prefers to use a Lexus now, and she's not doesn't want to use a RAV4 anymore. Well, try to guess what's missing. Well, it's the Ford Edge. I sold the Ford Edge today, so finally it took like 3 months to sell the thing, but I finally did. So I was like so happy to present with myself the reward for waiting to sell the car. So I had patience because, you know, some of us, sometimes when we don't have patience, you know, we tend to lower the price until it gets to the point of being too little. And then later on, if I would have sold it for that little just because I was in a hurry to sell it, one of those things, never be in a hurry to sell something. People will take advantage of you there. So yeah, I mean, you don't want to be in a hurry to sell something. But if you really are in a hurry, well, like, what can you say? But I mean, I would probably rather just give it away to the thrift store than to give it away to some lowballer. I mean, but anyway, or I would just give away the item to if I find somebody who genuinely really wants it. But otherwise, well, anyway, the reward came to me today for my patience to finally selling the Edge, because I haven't gotten $3,700 for it. So because if I would have been someone who wanted instant gratification, I would have I mean, some people would trade in the car. I mean, a normal person would just want instant gratification and trade in the Edge, for example, to get that new car. I mean, that's a big mistake right there. I mean, because I mean, like, some people just don't have patience and they just trade in the Edge rather than selling it. I mean, out on the street. But later on, I would imagine for some people they would get really mad at themselves for doing that, because for letting the dealer take advantage of them, and it would stay with them for some people. But for me, I wanted to make sure that kind of thing is not going to happen. So I decided to be patient. Be patient and wait. Just hurry up and wait. Yeah, that's the word right there. Let's hurry up and wait. Yeah, nice. So I did hurry up and waited, right? But I finally sold the Edge. So yeah. So now I'm happy now, and now it's gonna stick with me for a long time. You know, being happy that I sold the thing for the right price. I mean, for the right price. I mean, so at least I'm happy that I didn't get gypped by some lowballer because I was in a hurry to selling the car. I mean, so that's one of those things that's really important. Not to let yourself fall for the instant gratification. So yeah, I mean, well, anyway. So like they say, I mean, like they say, the best things come to people who wait. Dadvice number 32. Well, I hope you liked this Dadvice video, and I'll see you on the next one. All right.